Yo, what's up, my brethren, and welcome back to another episode of Virtue's Last Reward. How are you all doing, everybody? It's been a good, it hasn't been that long since we played last time. I mean, shit, it's been like a few days, but if you remember what happened last time, I'll just get like a quick recap. We pretty much went through the whole we pretty much restarted the game. We went through a different route this time, where we were pretty much with Tenmyoji most of the whole time, and things kind of went crazy. But eventually, we led up here to this path where first of all, there's this like this girl showed up when we went to the AB room again, right here. This girl, this older woman, showed up in the room, and then she was dead. So we took her to here, and then this whole other crazy stuff happened with like Quark and shit. Quark got sick again, so then we went to another. We went to the which room we go to again? When we were Tenmyoji or Dio, we chose Tenmyoji, so we came back here, and it was time for the second AB game, and we allied with Tenmyoji, and then as Alice got killed again. Alice got killed again, and then it ended with Clover threatening to kill us all if we didn't prove to her that none of us could kill her. And then we got to be continued, and that's where we pretty much left off last episode. Just to anyone who doesn't know, last episode was a little over 2 hour long video. First of all, if you actually did watch it, thank you so much. Really, I really truly appreciate it. If you really did watch it, like all the way through, it means a lot to me. It really does. And I know that they're like very long videos, and sometimes I feel like it's just not worth it to make those type of long videos. But I think it's fine. I like it because it's like I get to show you the whole thing, you know. Like, I know back when we did 999, I think one of the videos was like almost 4 hours long, and if you did watch that one too, I greatly appreciate it. Really, I do. All of you, my brethren, thank you so much for sticking with me for this. First of all, this series in general, because it's a very long one. Pause. And that's what she said. Because it's very long. That's what she said, and it takes a while to like get things going, but eventually we do finish the game, and it's so much better when we do, because then you're all here with me, and you know I get to enjoy this journey with all of you too. For people who haven't played this series or seen it and don't know what's going on, and for people who actually do who have seen this or played this game and like in all this whole series, and you are just waiting for me to see my reaction to things, and it's really appreciated, so thank you. So anyway, like I said, we went through this whole route here, and we got to be continued. So we're going back a bit now. Right now I'm actually gonna do this little part right here where I'm gonna see what happens if we betray Tenmyoji and see how it ends, and then we're gonna go back to the room here, to here, and we're gonna go into I think it was the green door with Dio, and it was me, Dio, and Clover. We're gonna go to the door with those two, and see where it takes us from here. Maybe we'll get this ending. Maybe we'll finally get an ending. Who knows? I'm not counting on it. Anyway.
Could you pick Betray for me?
That's the plan.
I mean, but you're so I thought. If you just pick, anything. So think if you choose. Are you really the only Then I'll have 9 BP. But you don't need to worry about that. Even if I do get 9 BP, I won't just go and open the number 9 door all by myself. I mean, Alice wouldn't have 9 points yet, and I can't leave her behind. Please, will you pick Betray?
You know, Clover actually over here talking to this bull, alright?
30 seconds remain.
I don't know what motivated her to do this, but I don't know. I don't know what.
If you just
What motivated her to do
betray
this?
for me, then I'll listen to anything you say.
No, like I know the old Clover. She probably would have done this too.
1.
But man, this better not end in me like being. This better not end in me dying.
Round 2 of the
better not
Ambidex
end in me
game
dying.
has been completed. Results.
Because dinner every
will
time
be
I betray
displayed
someone here around this time, I usually either get snuck or freaking captured. And the last time I did this, I lost my hand. So
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct
All right.
your attention to the results screen.
all right, let's see what happens. Oh, Alice is here. Holy hell! Alice wasn't here last time. Betray, betray, betray. Ally. Yep. I'm sorry, 10. At least we're even now. You know, we got the same amount of BP. You know, sounds cool.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
Clover, but why? Why did you do it, Clover?
Please check your bracelet to see your updated
Alice is
bracelet
nowhere near
points.
9, so it's like, you really, I don't believe you're gonna wait. Ooh, here we go.
So,
10.
that's how it is, huh?
Look, 10. If we're really gonna be fair, you betrayed me when we first started this whole side. All right. And I trusted you. I trusted you from the very beginning. Even from the other timeline, I trusted you.
Promises are made to be broken, I see.
Sorry. I just couldn't bring myself to trust you.
I could have chosen betray and killed you. That was a possibility.
Yeah. After all, you did choose to trade in the last
That
round.
was a completely different situation.
Sure.
Well, in any event, your idiotic paranoia has given Clover 9 BP. How do you intend to deal with that?
Don't worry. She never tried and open the.
Really? Then what's that?
Huh?
I believe she's standing in front of the number 9
She already
door
said
right
she's
now.
about to go open that bitch right now. What the hell? No way. Clover. This is oh my gosh. This is actually crazy.
Oh, the number 9 door.
She opened it.
Shit!
Clover, what the hell are you doing?
Sorry. Alice gave me an order, though.
What?
Clover, you have to get out of here and call for help. My BP's down to 1. I'll have to play the AB game at least 3 more times in order to get to 9. If someone beats me to it, then we'll be trapped here forever. That can't happen. I'm giving you an order as your commanding officer. Escape.
What? What about the promise you made me?
Promise?
You said you'd listen to anything I said.
So, I am, aren't I? I can sure hear you well enough. Every little word is reaching my ears, isn't it?
She meant it in the literal sense. You.
What? Were you thinking of something gross? You're a perv.
Hey, come on now. As your commanding officer, huh?
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
9 seconds. Jesus. You know, actually, this is the first time someone's actually opened the 9 door. I got close to it. Fi got close to it. And that's it. No one else has ever. And that's it. Yeah, no one else has ever opened the 9 door yet, except for Clover.
Anyway, I did what I promised, so I'll be heading off now.
Clover!
Clover!
Fucking bitch! You're not getting out of here!
Sheesh. Geo leapt toward Clover with a roar, but she danced quickly aside, dodging his punch with ease. He punched a girl? Hell nah!
Bye, guys.
With the last carefree grin, she leaped through the number 9 door. Hey, Dio tried to punch a girl? Hell no! Now look, she might be a bitch, but we ain't punching no females, Dio, alright? She actually left. But we go from the 9 door again, right? Yeah, so...
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game.
Oh.
Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible.
Not possible.
Please enjoy your stay.
What? We're stuck here forever?
She's gone.
Shit.
All I can do now is wait for her to call for help.
Help, huh? Let's hope there's still someone who can.
What's that supposed to mean? Tamiyoshi said nothing, just shuffled off through the yellow door and out of the room. As cold silence descended on the rest of us, there was a silence that promised to remain for a very, very long time. Is that it? Game over. Here we go. Holy hell. Alright, well, shorts, but, you know. Well, alright. That wasn't too bad, I guess. Definitely, I mean, I knew, right? I mean, something. At least we didn't die, or at least we didn't get, like, caught up this time. That's fine. I mean, out of all of them, this one and probably the one where we lost our hand are probably the best ones we got so far. Because this one, Clover left, and it's like none of us can leave anymore. Alice didn't even talk during that whole argument. She was there. Clover left, and we all stayed behind. And now, I think it was this one, right? Sigma, game over. And the same thing, right? Phi, game over. Or whatever. Sigma, game over. It was just like, oh yeah, we're gonna chop that arm off so you can't go anywhere. So we're gonna take the bracelet. It's like, Jesus Christ. And we don't even know if no one was there anymore because they all left without us. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Alright, like I said, we're gonna go back in time. We're gonna go the opposite direction. We're gonna go with Dio. Her and I were a pair. That means I had to choose one of the 3 solos. Blue door 10. We have to go through the red door with Dio. I'll take Dio. Then we have the red door for us.
Whoa. Betting on the dark horse, huh? Feels kind of weird to say that about myself. Anyway, might as well be polite.
Fuck off, Dio. Are you okay with that, Clover?
Well, I don't really trust him, but if Alice really wants to go with option B...
Yes, this works fine.
Oh yeah, cause you and Phi didn't want to do. You and Phi didn't want to be with this motherfucker, so I had to.
Hey, Tenryoji, and I will take the green door. It's not great, but it's better than Dio.
Wait, who are you going with? Or Tenryoji? I mean, hey.
I'm good.
Well, I'm willing to do option B. Quark should be fine if he's with Luna.
Man, Quark is with Luna. Yep, that's true.
Okay, I'll take good care of him, I promise.
What about Phi and
No
K?
problems here. I'll take Quark and Luna and we'll do the blue door.
I also approve of option B. I will take the green door, correct?
Yeah, good. Looks like we're all set. K nodded and handed Quark's yelling to Luna.
10 seconds remain.
Come on, guys, hurry! The door's already closing.
Coming.
I know!
With seconds to spare, we leaped across the threshold. Have we ever been to this red door
1.
before?
0.
I don't remember.
Chromatic doors closing.
I don't remember. Have we been to this red door before? I feel like I will remember. And if I have been through the red door, oh, this is just gonna make the puzzle easier then. Because I can just like speed through it. But I don't remember if I've been here before. What is this? There's 3 different doors.
Which one do we take?
Dunno, but it looks like they're all locked anyway.
So this is a dead end? Great.
No, hold on. What's this thing?
Well, it's got a lever on it.
Don't get too attached.
Lever?
It's probably a lever.
Oh my gosh. Low-key, that was kind of worse than the cat pun, Clover. Are you serious?
Yeah, pretty good, huh? Am I great or what?
Alright, it got a chuckle out of me, Clover, but I'm not gonna forget what you just did like 5 minutes ago.
Huh? Huh?
Hey, Sigma, is this chick simple or something?
Simple? That's a Jesus Christ deal. I mean, what do you mean simple? Like simple to please? Simple to manipulate? Or are you just calling her dumb? I wouldn't rule it out. Let's just take it easy with her, okay? Hey, I can hear you.
What kind of a gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady?
I don't know.
I guess it can't be helped though. You boys just secrete secrets.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, I'm good.
I don't. It's crazy because she just pulled some fuck shit with us like 5 minutes ago, and now she's honestly making me chuckle because she's just acting like this.
Sigma, please, let me give her a smack.
You tried to punch her like 5 minutes ago, Dio. I wouldn't do that. What if it only makes her worse?
Well, I think that's enough genius comedy for now.
Well, you could try.
How about we throw that lever?
I thought you said we should stay away from it.
Well, you don't really think anything bad's gonna happen if you pull it, do you?
That's what she said.
Besides, it's not like we can go back.
Fine.
True
I'll
enough.
do it. Ready? Here we go!
Alright, which door? The right one, right? Huh. The center one opened.
Looks like the others are still locked, though.
Through the center one then. Forward!
Without waiting for a response, Clover marched to the door. Dio and I shared a glance, shook our heads, and followed. Well, at least she's happy. A laboratory. Ooh. No, we haven't been here before. What is this place?
Well, it said laboratory on the door, didn't it? I figure that means they're dissecting frogs or building mind rays or something.
Mind rays? A laboratory, huh?
Do you think they might research stuff like viruses here? If they do...
Good idea. We might be able to find some of that accelerator.
If we do, we can cure Quark.
You really think it'll be that easy?
Well, somebody's a positive thinker.
Shut it. Just saying. This place hasn't exactly been set up for us to succeed so far.
But it is in here. Well, we won't know until we look. So let's get started. Oh yeah, secret way out. Dun, dun, dun. Sigma, what are you doing? Nothing. Let's see. A laboratory, huh? Yeah, this is a new puzzle. We've never been here before. There's something on this tray. Empty capsule? It looks like a ball. There isn't anything in it. Do you think we're supposed to stick this metal part into something? A seed. A cylinder full of seeds. They're thin and don't have any markings. What's this thing? Who knows? Strange machine. We don't know what it does, so it's probably best to leave it alone for now. A binder. What should I give Deal's voice? Should I give him like a douchebag voice? don't think I have the vocal capacity to do a douche's voice. I don't even know. Looks like there's 2 pieces of paper in here. Yeah, let's see here. Hydroponics research 1 and 2. Huh. And this binder? There's some paper inside. Let me see that. Says steps for dissecting a frog. Okay, so we're dissecting a frog in this episode. Great, good for us. Preparation for hydroponic fluid and seeds. Preparation 1. Prepare the 5 different hydroponic fluids. Dilute with ratio, 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Each fluid has a distinct color. Preparation 2. Prepare the 5 steps of plant seeds. 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds. Research has shown that there is a distinct and repeatable relationship between the fluid used and the type of seed. Somebody stop him! These relationships can be characterized in the following manner. The long seeds fail to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Round seeds in fluid B, yellow, and fluid D, cyan, fail to germinate. None of the marked seeds germinated if put in fluid C, green. None marked seeds failed to germinate in fluid A, red, and fluid B, yellow. When the striped seeds were put into fluid D, cyan, and fluid E, blue, only one of them failed to germinate. Since for dissecting a frog, remove the specimen from its preserving ethanol. Dispose of the ethanol by pouring it down the drain in the fume cupboard. The ethanol will be filtered and gathered into a liquid waste tank beneath the cupboard. Begin dissecting using provided scalpel. Be sure to conduct your dissection inside the fume cupboard. Oh, is this where? I mean, they were in an infirmary, but is this where Quark got the scalpel from? There's a safe. Seed. A cylinder full of seeds. They're round. One half is colored, and the other isn't. Is this a microscope? I tried looking into the eyepiece, but it's pitch black in there. Well, there's these 4 holes on top of it. Maybe we need to stick something in them. It's black. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't take it to heart. All right, please. There's something going on here. But I'm sorry. That should not have made me laugh. Oh God, what the hell am I doing? Look. A cylinder full of seeds. They're round and striped. Oh, there's a frog saline solution. There's a saline solution. What the hell, Clover? Spit it out right now. What if they've been poisoned or something? You worry too much. I just pretended to drink it. Then how do you know it's saline solution? It says on the underside of the lid, silly. Oh my gosh, she's gonna kill us, bro. And there's the frog. Oh my god. You know, oh my god. I don't know if y'all did it in high school. I actually did dissect the frog in high school. It was cool. I mean, I don't like condone the act of like harming the dead body of animals. I don't like it. Cause we're just doing it for the fun of it, you know? Like when am I ever gonna need to dissect a frog as an adult? But like, I mean, yeah, cool. You could like open the stomach and you get to see like its guts, and that's about it. But like, there's no practical use for like cutting up like a frog. Look, it's Lord Hoppington. Don't give it a name. Aw, it looks like it's dead. Look, he's dead. Yeah, he's probably been preserved. I think the liquid inside is ethanol. How do you know? The smell. Really? Yeah, it smells like disinfectant, right? And besides, scientists preserve stuff in ethanol all the time. Good for them. These look like something you might put specimens in. Maybe, but there's nothing in them right now. Oh, there's something else in there. Roots? What the hell is this? A dead spider? Maybe it's a fake beard. Have you ever seen a person with a beard like this? Yeah, my grandpa had one. It looks like a root. It's probably some kind of preserved specimen. I don't know what to do with the grandpa, but whatever. A cylinder full of seeds. They're thin and have stripes. Okay, so we have like 4 different types of seeds now. A root, a frog, and a saline solution with 2 empty capsules. I'm starting to wonder. A binder. There's some paper inside it. It says DNA extraction instructions. Oh god. More things to read. Alright, let me see. DNA extraction instructions. Proceed through the following steps to extract DNA from a plant's root and seeds. Place plant material in designated binder. Place plant material in designated blender. Okay, and activate blender. Once the material has been thoroughly broken down, add in a solution of saline water. The liquid will be filtered and dripped down into a beaker. Once it has done so, pour the ethanol into the beaker. DNA will collect at the bottom of the beaker, using an empty capsule to collect it. Okay, so I used the root. I put the root in the blender. And once the material has been thoroughly broken down, I add the saline solution. And then it'll drip down into the beaker. And then I just collect it with the capsule. Is this the blender? What's this thing? The thing on the top looks like it's some sort of industrial strength lid. Oh, yep, there's the blender. If you open it up, it looks like a blender or something. I don't think you use it for cooking, though. Maybe it's for a scientific experiment. Experimentation? We are in a lab. Babe, you sound just like me, Chloe. You sound just like me. Sorry. Yeah, you could probably pulverize just about anything with something this heavy duty. Well, let's test that theory out, shall we? Here it is. Okay, time to throw this root into the mixer. Turns on. Alright, done. Now I have to add in the saline solution. Alright, I'll just pour the saline solution in here. Let's give it another mix. There's a funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it. Eventually. Okay, that's good. And then we cash it out in a capsule. What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do next? What does the manual say? Well, step number 3 says something like this. The liquid will filter into the beaker. Add ethanol to the liquid. I guess you should pour in the ethanol then. Oh, we gotta drain the frog out of the ethanol though. Hold on, I think there was something for it. I think this thing, maybe? We don't know yet. We don't know what it's for. It's not gonna let us do anything. There's a door. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's the other seeds. A cylinder full of seeds. They're round and don't have any markings. What the heck is this? Huh? Why'd they put a speaker here? It's a drain. What is wrong with you? I think right here, right? You have to drain the ethanol out, so... okay. I'll just pour the froggy ethanol into the drain. Oh, there's the frog. Let's set the frog over here. Right, and then it's in here now. This tank collects liquid waste. The ethanol I poured down the drain should... You didn't pour that down. The ethanol I poured down the drain should be in here. It's a little big, but I have a feeling we should take it. You didn't, man. Dio, you didn't pour that damn frog. So what do we do with this frog? Actually, I guess we already know, huh? The instruction in that binder didn't leave a lot to the imagination. Begin dissection using provided scalpel. Cut it open, basically. Man, that's kind of messed up. Zero Senior's got some issues, I think. Whatever. Not like we got a lot of choices here. Guess we better find a scalpel then, huh? Yeah, that's my best douche voice. There's a steel-plated bolt across the door. I can't open it. Did we ever see a scalpel? I don't think I did. It said included scalpel. So where is it? You know what? It doesn't even matter. Let's just add this. Alright, next I need to pour the ethanol into the beaker. Then... I guess this should do it. And then we collect it. Alright, we're gonna dip the protrusion into the capsule, into the stuff in the beaker. Awesome, you got it all! A green capsule. A small capsule. Half of it is green. It has some sort of metal protrusion. Alright, well that's one thing done. And whatever this whole mess is... this looks familiar. It looks familiar in a weird sense. This is where it came through. Aren't those huge water... Are those huge water tanks? Nothing's swimming in them. They're not fish tanks. Alright, well, after that... we need to find like a scalpel. But I don't remember seeing one. Oh, there it is. What the heck is that picture? Pretty fancy tray. Is that a cat playing with a ball of yarn? Are you even looking at it? Oh my god, it's a lion. How are you not getting that? What? I'm sorry. It's a sort of tick I picked up when I was a kid. Whenever I talk about cats, I kind of... well, you heard. That's pretty weird. A tray. There's some image of a lion engraved on it. Alright, little froggy, let's make it quick, alright? Sigma, what are you gonna do with that scalpel? Are you gonna cut Lord Hoppington open? Well, I don't really have a choice, do I? But poor Lord Hoppington, poor little guy. Don't do it, Sigma. What are you freaking on about? It's dead. That's not the point. It's still sad. Yeah, it is kind of sad. Oh, for the love of... this frog is dead! It is an ex-frog! Ugh, fine, I'll do it. Hey, well, I guess it saved me the trouble. Huh? Something came out of his stomach. A blue capsule? That was not in there. Lord Hoppington. Claire's just been on a roll today with making me laugh. Why? You left us too soon. Shut up. Okay, so, oh my god, Clover is much more better than she was back in 999. Now you got a good laugh out of me. Can we figure out what this is for yet? Cause we kind of need it. I guess let's do this over here. I guess. I mean, yeah, I think these holes would be a good fit. Don't let the size and shape are just right. The machine looks like a microscope of some sort. There are 4 circular holes on the top. Clover seems to think I can insert something into the holes. That's what she said. Like the capsules, I guess? I don't know. Ooh. Where's that blue one? Alright, well, we got 2. How about this? Man, look at all these pipes. I think they run down to the beakers underneath. There are handles where the pipes meet. If you turn the handle right, the liquid goes right. And if you turn it to the left, the liquid goes left. So maybe you put it in the middle, half goes to the left and half goes to the... oh, there, sorry. Half goes to the right. What is the liquid then? Probably water? What do the numbers mean? Are they supposed to indicate the amount of water that flows out of each pipe? There aren't any units, but it looks like 80 somethings of water can come out of the center pipe. And then each pipe after the split gets 40. So we're supposed to regulate the flow of water with the handles so that each beaker gets the correct amount? Yeah. How do you get the water to come out in the first place though? I think you probably just pull that lever over there on the right. Like this. After turning the correct levers, pull down the lever on the right to pour the water into the beakers. Okay, let's give it a shot. The right amount, huh? But how do we know like what's the right amount though? Because like it doesn't say. It's three something. But what do the numbers like? What are we looking for exactly? Like, okay, so if I do this mill, right, it goes 20, 20. So 20 in here, 20 in there. Oh, it still goes to 40. So we do this right here, right? It goes to 10. So it goes to 30. 30. Oh, okay. Okay, now I think it makes sense. Okay, so that's 30 now, right? So yeah, so 20 go in here. It's 20 over here. Then divide that. Yeah, 10. So that's 3. 3. Okay, so now there's 10 in here. We gotta make 80. Get 20. So we'll do 40, 40 right there, and that's perfect right there too. So now this goes to 40, and we do this. That makes 20. That. There we go. We poured the water into the beakers, and all the lights are green. You did it on the first try. Wow. So what we do with these? The beakers can be a liquid color. Each seed requires a particular kind of culture. Place each seed in the appropriate beaker. Press the X button to grab a seed, then place it on top of another seed to switch them. Press the check button after you have put the seeds in the correct places. When each seed is in the correct culture, you will have to complete the puzzle. I'm not sure what's going on here, but here goes. So I can switch these seeds. Yeah, there was something here for it. This one. The long seeds failed to germinate in 3 of the fluids. So when the striped seeds were put into the fluid, so when so striped seeds okay, let's start from the bottom. So one of the striped seeds was put into the cyan and blue colors, and only one of them failed to germinate. Okay. None marked seeds failed to germinate in red and yellow. None of the marked seeds germinated if put in green C. So no, the ones that are marked can go in green. So that means the non-marked one can go in green. Oh, but there's 2 of them. Fuck. Round seeds in fluid B. Round seeds in yellow and cyan failed to germinate. Okay. The long seeds failed to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Okay, so there's the one long seed. It failed to germinate in 3, but it can go in green. And it said the striped ones. Oh, there's 2 striped ones. Non-marked seeds, and none of the marked seeds germinated if put into the green ones. So no marked ones can go into green. No round seeds can go into yellow and cyan. Okay. So by that logic, okay. So I think that there's something here. So red, yellow, and cyan. So and they can't go into none of the marked seeds. None of the marked seeds can put into green. So that means I think this one is correct. Right? I think so. I got 2 right. Oh, so that's easy. We just switch these 2 then. There we go. You did, Sigma? You sown your seeds. Don't say What the hell is going on with Clover today? So dirty, Clover. Oh my god. She's just been on a roll. Don't say that. Huh? Why not? Just don't. Quiet, you two. Look at this. Ooh, a red capsule. Oh, a red capsule? Shit, we'll take it, Sigma. Damn, like, there's a red capsule thing in the hole. Cool. Well, now we just gotta figure out. Man, we still got these seeds. All right, we put the red capsule in here. Sigma, come here. What's wrong? I can see something in here. What do you mean, something? Ugh, just look. It's easier than explaining. Whoa. What the heck is this? Probably a simplified version of a DNA sequence. A is adenine. G is guanine. C is cytosine, and T is thymine. Thymine? I think we can manipulate it. Yeah. It looks like a puzzle has to do with the pairing these bases. Bases? Yeah. DNA is made out of 4 bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. However, you can only bind A and T or G and C. Anything else just won't work. These are called complementary base pairings. You sure know a lot about this stuff. I guess so. Anyway, you should be able to solve the puzzle now. Give it a shot. Reposition each row so that each A is connected to a T and each G is connected to a C. How am I doing this? Oh. Oh, whoa. Wait, what? How am I doing this? Each A is connected to a T, and each C is connected to a G? Hold on, each A is connected to a T, and each C is connected to a G, and vice versa. So I can do that, okay. No, come on. Where am I going here? Nope, not that. Nope. Alright, I guess it doesn't work that way. So let me see this then. If I leave it like this. Oh, whoa. I'm moving 2 for this one. That's just great. Okay. Ooh. A to T. No. Nope. That's not it either. Oh, that's how. Okay, I think it's like that, right? So now I just gotta figure out like this. Yeah, like that. Okay. Like that. There we go. Ooh, okay, that wasn't actually that complicated. Ha! Did it! Good job, Sigma. That was awesome. You want a treat? I'm not hungry. You're turkey. What the hell? Stop screwing off. We don't have time for that. Now get over here and look at this. Huh. There's something on it. We still haven't finished, though. I mean, right? We still haven't finished, though. We're missing something. We don't know what it does. Oh, I mean, we got a note for this. Preparation for hydroponic fluid and seeds. Prepare the 5 different hydroponic fluids. Dilute with ratio 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Oh, no, that was something else. We did that too. I mean, right? Like, why do we have all these seeds then? We're missing something. You mean all 5 different types of seeds? Yeah, interesting. Why not? We're putting all 5 of them in there? Alright, done. Alright, I'll just pour the sand solution in here. There's a funnel. Okay, what are we even doing? Yellow. Okay, so let me see this. Okay, I guess I did it. Awesome, you got it all. Yellow. Okay, I don't know how I did it. I didn't. Whatever. I don't know. Let's see. What's the code? Moon, star, and sun. Right. This is the safe password. Perfect. This is just what we needed. Yeah. Now we can get in the safe. Now we have this. Yeah. Now we have the gold file. What's going on? You put in the yellow capsule, right? I think you reacted to that. Why? Don't know. But I was just thinking. Thinking what? Well, that thing we just put in had plant DNA in it, right? Maybe this caused maybe that caused this. Huh? Anyway, let's go have a look. 2 moons and a sun. Huh. It's different now. The shapes are in different places. It's right here. This is the safe, right? Yeah, it's just the one in the AV room I saw in the infirmary too. Yeah, we know this. It's 2 moons and a sun. Let me get the gold file. Yes, it opened. You did it. Cool. We haven't got a gold room. We haven't got a gold file in a while too. Oh, here we go. The faculty has 2 stories. The top floor is referred to as Floor A, and the bottom floor is called Floor B. The A and B supposedly stand for above and below. There's a rumor that the floors were actually named after a particular Swedish pop rock group from the 70s, but everyone involved in this project has insisted that it is a vile and hurtful lie. Okay. When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a 1-1 basis with regards of time, Radical 6 reduces this to a 1 divided by 1 squared by 1/6, or approximately 1.408. 1 by 0.408. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.408 seconds have passed inside. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds, or 6, I'm not, what's that symbol called again? I forgot what it's called. Seconds have passed outside. This is why this virus has been termed Radical 6. So their brain reduces? So their brain processes by 1/6? Really? Those affected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6, but thus far we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading into and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick and that when one passes by it feels like a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows and rats are everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats, who have grown fat on a plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one. This is an excerpt from a journal of a researcher. Due to space constraints, some sketches have been cut out. It sounds like someone named the doll Jumpy. But what? Someone named the doll Jumpy, but why? Is that it? Oh no. Don't you think the hat looks kind of weird? There's that huge band that just wraps around his head. Is he hiding a pair of Ferengi ears? What the hell are Ferengi ears? Or maybe he's just a young Lobot? Well, this is just between you and me, but he's got missiles in there. The sides of his hat are hiding those pods, like you see on helicopters or SAM sites. Except these missiles are tiny, and when he gets in trouble, both sides of the hat open and they just fly out all at once, like psh. Just kidding. Actually, he just keeps snacks in there. Really? It's antiviral medication made to counteract Radical 6. More specifically, it's an antibody with a natural resistance to the virus. It was found and extracted from the individual in 2038, and then replicated using the IG replicator. An Excalibur injection is the only way to fight off Radical 6 infection. Oh, there's a way to replicate it. Ooh. Maybe that'll help. What was it? A moon, a star, and a sun? Huh. There it is. Huh, it opened. Awesome. Okay, what we got here? First is... Alright, the map. We know about the map. We've seen this map so many times. Alright, let's keep looking. There's a lot of stuff in here. These are... Right, the moon keys. Each one's got a picture of a moon on it. Yeah, so here we go. Next up, we've got a notebook. Anything interesting? I can't read any of this. Are these even letters? What the heck is this? Isn't it a journal? It's got dates and stuff. Maybe, but I can't read any of this. What language is this? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian? They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Anyway. Anyway. What else have we got in there? Looks like 2 more things. Is that medicine? What does it say on the label? Axelavir. Excelavir? Axlever? Wait, didn't Luna say something about Excelavir? You're right! This is it! This is Excelavir! It's the cure for Radical 6! Whoa, hold on! Let me see that! Later! We need to get out of here as quickly as possible! Yeah, we need to get this stuff to Quark! First we gotta get out of this room. Yeah, but that's easy, you got it, right? Here we go. Yeah, let's go. Come on, let's go save Quark. The room's over here. Whee! What are you doing, Sigma? Hurry up and lock the door. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let's do it. Just get over with. 2, 1, go. Yes, open the door. Yay! Let's go save Quark. What the hell is that? Master of Escapology. Oh, did we do them all? Escape from 8 rooms. Dio.
There's something... Nah, I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check. Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
Huh?
Like?
First off, this machine. We didn't even end up using this thing, did we?
Oh, that's it. That's what can replicate Accelavir.
I was just wondering what it was.
Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to answer that. Look at the side there. There's a name or something. IG Replicator.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's like a copy machine.
Yeah, probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any
Who
ideas?
knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
Of course. This machine must have been here so we can just make all the ice cream we want. Are you nuts? You're one idiotic girl, you know that? In other words, an IG.
Oh, good one.
Alright, that was good, Sigma, that was good. You can get that one.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes.
Nah, it was pretty good though, dude, you gotta admit.
There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
That is true. He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
I know what it does, because I read the golden vial.
That's right.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right? The vial.
Yeah.
Could you show it to me again? I didn't really get a good look at it before. You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really Accelavir?
Yeah, definitely. Well, as I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. See? It's written right there on the label. Accelavir.
You really are an idiot. Although I guess in this case, the G in IG stands for guy.
Idiot guy? What? I don't... The words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. What? Before I could blink, the vial had been taken from my hand. Hey, what gives?
What are you doing?
Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe. I'll even give it back to you later.
What the hell are you doing? No, not later. Give it back
I don't
now.
think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game, you have to choose Ally.
Ally? Wait, is that why you took the medicine? To blackmail me?
Horrible! You're using Quark's life as leverage!
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so. I'll be happy to give it back if you just do what I say.
I didn't realize until suddenly I can't really read it. Sorry, hurt that I crubbed my hands to the fist. If Dio will only give me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you. You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
He patted his pocket gently.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Accelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
Damn it.
It's not fair!
This game isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever. It's about one thing. How well you can manipulate people to your advantage. How unfair you can be.
God damn it, Dio.
So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick Ally?
Hell no. Fine. I promise.
Sigma!
I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works. But don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and... well, you know what happens. See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
With one last self-satisfied look, Dio straight out of the room. God damn it!
Are you really going to do what he says?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, is there really anything we can do? I mean, yeah.
Sigma, you've only got 1 BP right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna die if I don't.
If we choose Ally and he chooses Betray,
I know. I'll drop to -1 and that means I'll get
but
penalized.
that means
Look, it's not like I want to, alright? If we don't do as he says, then he'll destroy the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will...
So you're going to die to save his life? That's... Why would you do that?
Because he's a little kid. I mean... In all honesty, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back to the upper floor. Everybody else is probably finished already. I bet they're waiting for us. I didn't wait for Clover's response. God damn it, Dio. I never trusted him from the fucking start. Not from the start of this game, man. Not from the very beginning. When I saw his little douche face. A kid deal. Fucking hell. That's the lowest you can go, man. It's dragging a kid into shit like this.
An ambidex gate.
God damn it, Dio.
45.
Sorry, I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Dio. In one of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned and slid it back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
I glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back. As was Phi. And of course, Clover. Where's Tenmyoji and the rest of
They're
them?
in the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him.
I see.
How's he doing?
Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
No change then, huh? God damn it,
So what
this
was
is
your room, Sigma?
a laboratory.
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
Yeah, it did.
Was there any of that Excelivir?
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelivir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
My eyes flickered to Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Beside me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
So, how'd it go with you? Find anything interesting? Phi only shook her head. With a unison of movement that almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged.
Where does that leave us? We still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice, Kay, and Tenmyoji found. Never know. Maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Excelivir hidden somewhere in there.
Ugh, what a bastard.
Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going?
Well, I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Quark's doing.
Then I will too.
Glad that's settled.
She nodded to Clover when they disappeared to the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. Sigma, you gotta tell Phi. Come on. Okay then. Guess we should be going too.
Hold on.
Yeah, Phi knew.
Show me
Yeah.
that journal first.
Huh?
Dio told me about it. You wouldn't tell me anything about the lab except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language. You said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
Is it Latin? Because you know Latin, I guess? Yeah, one sec. I dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to her. It was a pretty big journal, though. I don't know how I fit it in my pocket, but I did. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Yeah, I thought so. Latin? You mean you can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
So in other words, no.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly.
Says the girl who spoke a whole paragraph last time we talked about something about Latin.
This looks like some kind of research log. It's not gonna be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff. I can understand a little of it, mostly conjunctions and things like that, but most of these words I've never even seen before.
I started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then suddenly she stopped.
Wait. I can read this one. Page 216. This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry.
What's it
Don't
say?
rush me. This is gonna take a minute.
And we sat there in uncomfortable silence for about 5 minutes until she finally said, "Oh, this word says
Interesting.
the."
All right, I think I got it.
The first word is
It
the.
looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
What? Why are they talking about that?
Not sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
When the body is affected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a one-on-one basis with regards for time, Radical 6 reduces this to a 1 through 6. 6. Yeah, we read this. Uh-huh. Yeah, we read all this. Yeah, we read this. Yeah, we all this stuff. This is some long ass shit. Whoa, that's a lot of information. Now we know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows down by the root of 1/6. That's what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
And that's what Quark did earlier. Yeah, you're right. That was from why Quark was, well, trying to kill himself.
There are two other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written? I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called Excalibur that cures
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
it. Oh. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused. When was this thing even written?
December 29th.
Of this year?
No year.
Oh. Well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions.
Are we in one?
The newspaper article said something about quarantining people too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities?
Yeah, I'm all thinking. Yeah, after I read all that, I was like, oh shit, are we in one of those places, underground places that kept whatever left of humanity was in here?
But this journal seems to suggest the opposite. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
You're trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters, which would mean we're all supposed to be uninfected. We would have been thrown in here to keep us safe.
I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
So then how did Quark get Radical 6? But Quark's been infected, right?
Maybe the virus got in somehow.
That would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense. Maybe we've been here for a long time. Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened. And whoever had this journal made this entry.
And then once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up?
Right. It's all just speculation, but...
It's a good theory, but apparently we're supposed to be on Mars. No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but we were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
Yeah.
And how would they have put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that? But most importantly, why the hell are we playing the Nunnery game if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions.
So we just keep going
I
then.
think we should see if we can find anything else.
Fi had barely finished speaking before she took off at the magenta door. Hey, weren't you coming to the infirmary with me?
Changed my mind. You can tell me about Quark later.
And with that... God damn it, you should have told her. Like, you gotta tell someone about this, Sigma. She was gone. Man. I let out a long, tired sigh and started off toward the infirmary. Hey guys, how's he doing?
Seems to be stable, as far as I can tell.
Still sleeping.
I see. Mind if I have a look?
Please, go ahead.
I made my way around the partition to the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the thing Fi and I talked about would definitely need to be addressed, but for the moment the AB game was what I needed to concentrate on. Lives were at stake. Mine. And Quark's. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. If the journal was telling the truth, then as soon as the anesthetic wore off, Quark would go insane again. What if we weren't able to restrain him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before we got to him? Hell, Alice has done it twice. Or perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere. On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep how do you say that word? Anesthetizing him forever. There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with Excalibur. Unfortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. But if I did, there was an excellent chance I would end up dead. The question was then, what to do? Sacrifice myself to save Quark? Or keep quiet about the danger he was in to save myself? It was so faint, I almost didn't hear it.
Grandpa.
Aww.
Grandpa.
Quark. He shifted a little, then fell silent again. It was enough though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I even consider letting a child die in my place? Suddenly my cheeks felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I had considered letting Quark die even for a minute was pathetic. There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice. No way was I going to leave Quark to die. My hands tightened to fists as I looked down onto him. Any uncertainty I'd felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game closes.
Sigma, you a real one. I won't lie to you. You a real one.
Enter your votes. If no vote.
Looks like it's almost time. You two should head back.
What about you?
Not going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
Who are you with again? Alice and Kay?
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you going to do if Kay and Alice vote betray?
Nothing, I suppose. Just means I lost that round.
Well, yeah, you won't die from it. I mean...
I'd just be voting ally anyway. You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has 1 BP left. If I pick betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind.
Yeah.
See? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way.
Tenmyoji's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. Alright. Take care of Quark.
Of course. You worry about yourself.
Let's go. Luna and I head at the infirmary, leaving Tenmyoji and Quark behind. Nah, man, when Quark legit talked, I felt it though. I felt what Sigma was coming from, bro. When we got to the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Nah, man, I felt it. I felt it. Nah, bro, I won't lie to you. When Dio said that shit in the beginning, I was thinking, nah, we're gonna betray his ass, see what happens. Like fuck around and find out. But then no. Like I feel like just like Sigma, bro. Like what the fuck is wrong with me? The only option is to save the kid, always. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing. Hey, where's Dio?
Take a look at the doors.
They're all closed. Well, when we came here before, the one on the far right was open.
And that would mean...
That he went in,
exactly.
I guess. That bastard. He probably been worried I might try and take the accelerator from him by force, so he hid himself in the AV room. What a coward. I made my mind up to choose Ally no matter what, but a part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he dropped his guard. Now he'd made sure I wouldn't get the chance to try.
Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh,
Man, you can still jump him after. You might be dead, but you gotta tell someone about this. Clover knows what's up. She'll tell them. She'll jump his ass. Luna explained Tenmyoji's choice.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking Betray.
right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes.
Right, you don't want to give him 9,
As
right?
long as Tenmyoji votes Ally, I can't choose Betray. If I do, K's BP will go up to 9.
But what if he forces you?
You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
That was a cool. Ha ha ha.
Really?
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Excuse me?
Alice can vote by herself.
That's true. That's true, Kay. You don't need to be in there. Apparently, as long as one person of the group does it, you all live.
Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well, I
Okay.
apologize, but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Why not?
I just can't. Shall we go, Alice?
Hey, hold on a minute there.
Kay continued briskly toward the AV room as if he simply hadn't heard Phi. Alice scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out. Okay. Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left. Kay, what the fuck?
Alice is going to be okay.
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
But he was acting really strange.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna.
Right.
They headed off at a trot toward the second room from the right, and were soon out of sight inside it. Alright, Clover. Time for us to go.
Oh, okay. Right behind you.
I sighed to myself and headed toward the leftmost AV room. Man, I wonder what Clover's feeling right now, man. I mean, you'll be fine, you know? You'll just lose like 2 points, I think. Or 3. There's a good chance I'll die here today.
What are you gonna do?
I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. I'm going to choose Ally.
You can't! You'll die!
Well, you never know. Just because Dio told us Ally doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pick
Do
Betray.
you really think a jerk like that is going to choose Ally if he doesn't have to?
I know.
No. No way! He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks Betray, then he'll have 9 points.
Well, what about you? You got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chooses Ally and we choose Betray, then you'd have 9 BP.
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up. I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick Betray. That's who he is.
That is who he is. But... Look, Clover. I saw what you did like a couple minutes ago. Like 10 minutes, 20 minutes ago now. I can't fully trust you either. And I'm trying to tell you that I made my mind up. That's who I am. The only choice is Ally. It's the only chance we have to get that medicine back.
That's why Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's going to give us the Excelavir, even if you do what he says?
Maybe he won't, but I can't guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. That's who he is.
Fine. If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
The hell you will? Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran toward the bowling machine. No! Stop! I snatched her by the arm and hauled backward with all my strength. Damn, Sigma?
Ow!
That's a girl. Sorry. Guess that was a little too hard, huh?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well, I'm not gonna let a kid die either. Oh, you're the one who tried to trick me.
But you're gonna die. Dio's going to kill you. You can't do this. I don't want you to die.
Clover.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3, 2, 1.
It's for Quark.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex game.
Okay. It's over. Clover and I stepped out of the AV room. For several long moments, we just stared at one another. Words weren't necessary. Everything she would have tried to tell me, I could already see in her eyes. Let's go. I turned and headed toward the results screen.
Sigma.
I heard her behind me, her voice barely louder than a whisper. The choice was already made. I stood up straight and kept walking. Sigma. Betray? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game.
Alice,
will
what the hell
now be
happened?
displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
It's over.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly all eyes were on me. I felt their weight, but stood my ground. It was the result I had expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. Oh! There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic, Soparil. I blinked, and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with a cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumbled onto the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no!
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets off lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I couldn't make out the blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. Damn it! You'll keep your promise, god damn it! I groaned and with a herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. Every step was a battle, and whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. But somehow I forced myself ahead, and a single thought burning in my mind. I would reach Dio. Then at last, the smudge of color faded into a recognizable person. I threw my hand out in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Back? Don't act like it's yours. Are we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the Accelavir in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
God, man, I'm ready to punch this fucking dude. I kept my promise. Now I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Accelavir. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I had been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it toward me. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said, unmistakably, Accelavir. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out toward her.
Right. Of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Korg will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me, and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Are you okay?
Oh, no, I'm dying!
Sigma!
I guess this is it.
First, is this over real? Which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocularine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath
Jeez, we
away.
choked to death. Oh my gosh. 9 minutes. Once the Sorpor was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxed and followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give or take a little. In 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even with death staring at me in the face, it seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma, you can do this. Clinging desperately to what little conscience I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out, I'd find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer. Oh my god, even near death, we can't get an ending. Huh. Oh, there we go. So that's where I got, huh? Well, I guess that makes sense. Betray him. I still can't believe that they betrayed Quark. Oh, hey, look. That popped up now. That popped up now, huh? Where we can go save both of them now, huh? And yet they both lead to one of the. And this one leads to the other end, to one of the larger endings too, huh? What was this one again? Who planted the bomb? Right. There isn't enough antiviral medication, but now we know how. Now we know how to recreate it. How we can make another one. All right. Well, I think I'm done for today. It's been like an hour and a half, I think. So I think we're good for today. All right. So just so you know, no, I think I'm good. Oh, hey, this one's open too. Is there proof it wasn't murder? There is proof it wasn't murder. Oh my God. Yes, that's true. There is proof it wasn't murder now. That's true. Oh my gosh, we can continue 2 ways now. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I'm excited now for this. Hell yeah. Oh, next time it's gonna be a blast. Oh, but sadly, I can't really play for a couple of days after this. It's just because of work. I'm doing like morning shifts for work. So if you know me, I usually record at night. So morning shifts kind of don't align with making videos. So I kind of have to wait a few days. Oh my gosh, this was good. This was a good episode. It was a good episode. You know, a lot of crazy shit happened, but it's something, you know. Anyway, I think next time, I don't know, what should we do next time? We have like a lot of options. We can do this. We can finish this. Maybe we can finally get an ending and finish this off, right? Maybe we can finally get an ending. But Alice still dies. Alice still dies in the end. Or we can, yeah, we can do this next time, right? We can see what happens if we betray Dio. See what happens there. We can go back to this side and see and recreate the accelerator for Alice too, and see what will happen here. Is it the other AB deck? That's round 2. Who are we with in this one? Blue door. I don't remember. Or we can go back to the first AB game and betray Tenmyoji and see where this takes us. We have a lot of options to go through. Just okay, so this is what I was afraid of. Like once we get further into the game, more options are gonna come to us, and then we're like, oh, what are we gonna do now? I guess, yeah, so maybe the first thing we'll do is figure out what happens if we betray Dio. And then maybe we'll see what happens to Clover, because she tried to kill us all. And then after that, maybe I'll decide on these two, right? On these two sides, which one will go. But until then, thank you all for watching, guys. It's been a very long episode. It's like 3 in the morning, but I'm fine with it. I'm fine. I'm having fun. I'm having fun with this. You know, Dio's a bastard. I'm having fun. I actually cannot wait for the next time I play this game. Like, guys, if you did, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. You all know what to do. Hit the bell so you're notified whenever I drop more videos of Virtue's Last Reward or anything else that I might drop at random. You never know. Check out my full playlist. It'll probably be somewhere in the description. If not, go check the playlist on the channel. If not, go check the playlist on the channel. It's probably there. You know, one of the more recent playlists that's on there, so it'll be there. Check out all my social media. Links in the description down below as well. And with that being said, this has been Vamp Knight, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.